Welcome to Opinions in 10, online posts and biblical opinions in under 10 minutes. Starting now. Okay, today's post is from Head Question 3189. I'm being accused of cheating on my husband at the workplace. So I work for a retail chain and I work at multiple stores within the chain. And I have been doing so for about 2 years. I overheard my boss talking with one of my coworkers about one of the managers at one of the other stores I work at being my boyfriend. I feel really sick to my stomach that my own boss, who I thought I could trust, would say something like that to cause drama. I've been married to my husband for about 4 years, and I would never do that to him. And now I really don't feel comfortable going back to this other store now that I've overheard this. I'm planning on going back to school to be a paralegal, but I also really need the extra money that I get from helping out at other stores. How do I handle this? Well, you're not wrong to be concerned about this. People may stand by and say it's just gossip or act like other people are just going to talk and there's no stopping it, so you might as well just let it happen. Or even worse, people may say that if there were no truth to it, then you wouldn't be concerned about it. The reason you should be concerned about this has nothing to do with whether or not there is truth to the accusation. It really doesn't have anything to do with the issue at hand. From your post, it sounds like your boss is making things up out of whole cloth. There are obviously multiple issues to be found in this practice, but the first one that comes to mind is the question of why. Why would she need to do this? What purpose does this serve? What is she gaining from this? There's really no need for me to say that it's not doing you any good to have these ridiculous rumors swirl. In fact, you being on Reddit looking for guidance in what to do with this shows just how far to the opposite of good this is for you. One of the major points about human behavior that a person must know if he is to deal with people is that everything a person does is done because he or she wants something. You eat because you want to not be hungry. You go to work because you want money. You wash your clothes because you want to be clean, etc. Things like kindness are no different. If you were to give a large check to charity out of the pure goodness of your heart, the rule still applies. I.e., you did it because you wanted to bless somebody. There is always a motivation. Nothing you do is done without a reason. In applying this principle here, she's not helping you at all. In fact, she's causing you harm. So she's not doing this for you. She's also not doing this for the sake of the other manager, as he is likely to face consequences if this gets around. She can't be doing this for the sake of her own career, as she's likely to also face repercussions if this incident is discovered. She's also likely never to be trusted with anything by anyone who heard these rumors swirl from her mouth. What we're left with is that she's tossing you under the bus because she wants to feel popular with a group of people. At the cost of everyone's reputation and possibly jobs, including maybe her own, she is doing this simply to feel popular in the moment. Now, what happens if this is believed? You're fired for one, along with the other manager. Now you have to explain to your husband why you were fired and hope that he believes you. If he doesn't, your marriage is over and your friends will likely ostracize you. Your family may or may not believe you, but there will be distance there. Your entire life could be irreparably damaged because this manager wanted to run her mouth and feel popular for a moment's time. Moses has something to say about this. In the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, we find a list of things people do that are the opposite of love. Verse 16 says, "You shall not go up and down as a talebearer among your people." In other words, gossip is contrasted with love. It's the opposite. I've heard so many excuses people give for gossip. As long as people tag gossip with, "It's a prayer request," then they have no guilt associated with it. Or you could say, "It's just office talk," or, "Well, that's just what close-knit families do," or some other nonsense. But in the end, God called it sin. The Apostle James teaches this verse in his letter. He goes on to explain why this is so bad in contrast to the light thing that people would like to make of it. In James chapter 3, he says, "Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which, though they're so great, and are driven by fierce winds, yet they are turned about by a very small helm, wherever the captain wants it to go. In the same way, the tongue is a little member and boasts great things. Look how great a matter a little fire kindles. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So the tongue is among our members, that it defiles the whole body, and sets on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Because every kind of beasts and birds and of serpents and everything in the sea is tamed and has been tamed by mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It's an unruly evil full of deadly poison. With it we bless God the Father, and with it we curse men, which are made in the image of God. Out of the same mouth proceed blessing and cursing. My brothers, these things ought not to be. Does a fountain bring forth at the same place sweet and bitter water? Can a fig tree, brothers, bear olive berries, or a vine figs? So can no fountain both give salt water and fresh. Do not speak evil of one another, brothers. The writers of the Bible clearly saw this as a much bigger deal than we do. And for everyone's sakes, yours, the other manager named, and everyone who could be hurt should this gossip be believed, you need to take some action. If you go to HR about this now before someone else does, then you're not going to look as if you were hiding something if someone who hears these rumors goes to them first and blows this thing wide open. The manager is being highly inappropriate. She may be fired, but that's not your doing. If she's fired, she will be fired based on the things that she said and the witnesses she said them to. This job is not worth your marriage, your friends, and your family. And that'll do it for today. If you like this content, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. God bless.